What up, IDS Mob? HarryWilmington here. So, if you're a guy that's dated a woman before that doesn't seem to be very, very confident in herself, sometimes it can be seemingly annoying. But also, a lot of times you're probably thinking, why is this woman that I think is so great so down on herself? And what I've learned over the years is that women get a lot of messaging in the media and just from the world at large that they have no value, that they have very little worth, or that if they are a woman that is trying to be confident, there's also a negativity to that because now you're being seen as somebody that's being too confident, thinking that you're better than everybody else, and therefore you're too pushy, etc., etc. So I'm watching The Bachelor here just now because it's my day off, and it's interesting to see an example of this in the media whereby another woman is downing another woman for being confident. So I'm gonna set the scenario for you. So there's these two women here. This one woman that's on the screen now had a date with the Bachelor now, Clayton, and they had a really good date. But the woman that's talking to her had told Clayton that, well, she's too young and she might not be ready for marriage. And so her and Clayton went on a date and she was able to clear that up. But this woman here, who you're about to see, is still mad and is now confronting this woman about her being with Clayton. So look at what she says. All right, check it out.
It's only a matter of time before he sees it. And so I just wanted to address it with you and let you know that confidence is great.
Yeah,
Overconfidence is very cute. And that's kind of where you're headed. For everyone's sake, it'd be best if you kind of went back to just a cute, quiet confidence. Cockiness, the confidence is one thing, but it's starting to feel overly confident and teetering on cockiness. It would behoove you to take a little step back in your comments to let the other women explore their relationship without getting in their heads about not being good enough, because we all believe that you believe you're the one, and that's all.
So notice what she said. She said confidence is great, but overconfidence is not what? Is not cute. Why is that a bad thing? She's on a show to be able to win over a guy, and this woman's complaining that she's doing too good of a job and making the other women in the house feel intimidated. But is that her issue? Now, like I said, this is a message that women get repeatedly throughout the media, but it's interesting to hear that coming from another woman. So not only do men and the media tell women, hey, be confident, but don't be overconfident, but then other women go out there and say this to other women. And if you've ever seen women in circles, you'll notice that a lot of times it's interesting to see women communicate with each other and be on this level of like, well, I don't want to, if I'm doing too great in life, I don't want to overemphasize those points because then I'll be seen as the person that's trying to look better than everybody else in my circle. And therefore, it's going to be looking like I'm thinking that I'm better than everybody else. And so you as a guy can get frustrated because you're thinking, my woman's so great. I want her to go out there and succeed. I want her to look at herself and be confident and be happy of the thing that she's doing. And a lot of times in relationships, women are, talking down to themselves and saying, well, I don't really deserve that, or no, I can't do this, or they're not forcing themselves to work towards goals they actually have because the world has told them, do not be confident. So you as the guy, you're probably gonna have to do a lot of upping your mate and telling them that they actually are great and that they have worth and that they have value and that it is okay to be overly confident. If they have a skill set, if they have something that they know that they're positively great at, then it's you as the guy, it's perfectly fine to up them because I can tell you, the world at large is probably not doing that. And it's sad to say that unfortunately women have to hear that message to where they will either self-sabotage themselves or other women in their circle will also sabotage them to try to bring them down a level. But you as the guy need to be uplifting your woman because the better she feels about life and the more confident she is in her abilities to function as her real self, that'll only benefit the relationship and benefit you when she's confident and being able to also help you along your journey's path. So I just wanted to point that out because I literally just saw this right now. I was just really pissed off. But then I think back on all the various women through the years that I've dated that had low self-confidence and were giving themselves negative messages. And it's interesting to see how that happens in the first place. So if you're dating somebody, be sure to uplift them and be a positive person towards them and a person that's going to speak kind words to them and tell them that they can do well in life because I can guarantee you the world at large is not doing that. That's all I got. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.